Warwick, we just finished our discussion with our guest, Chris Arnold. And as we always do when we have guests on the show, I ask you, what's the big takeaway from Chris's Crucible story and his bounce back story and his life of significance story? What's the big learning that we walk away with from our interview with Chris today?
Chris Arnold is a fascinating guy. He went through the crucible of being on track to doing exceptionally well at a company in Indianapolis. He was making quite a lot of money, and with the prospect of making more, and was going to very successful, worked hard. And on the surface, it seemed like he was living his values as a person of faith. But yet in practice, he was away most of the week. He missed a lot of his son and daughter's games and activities they were involved in. And so in a sense, it's a very sobering lesson, whether you're a person of, faith, and, his faith in Christ is, of course, who he is, but whether you're a person of that faith, some other religious faith, or just more broadly, just other spiritual paradigms, it's very easy to drift from your beliefs and values and your mission. It's very easy to have money or success as an idol. Nothing wrong with success. But when your whole sense of self gets defined in what you do, how much you make, that is never good. And so when he got fired and let go, he had enough self-awareness to realize there was a problem. He wouldn't have left voluntarily, because how do you give up that kind of career income and prospects? But he felt freedom, but yet it wasn't an easy journey back. There were a number of things, like he thought, gosh, I'm a person of faith. Maybe I should be an executive pastor. Twice, it got down to 2 people, and he was not the person that was picked. That's kind of devastating, is what's up with that. Then his CEO for, 6-7 years of a company called Uplift that is about, producing healthy food. And that ended up ending. It's been a journey coming alongside people, coaching them, consulting with them, mentoring folks, including families. And his profound wisdom is, he says, true transformation, it happens in the walking, not the arriving. It's not about, getting to the top of the mountain. Life is never about, when I get to the top of the mountain, I'll be happy. Life is about being happy in the journey. Having a sense of joy through the bad times and the good times. Hard to have joy in the bad times. I fully realize that. We've all been through that. Life is going to have its ups and downs, but enjoying the journey, the times that feel like that are tough, there can be so much learning and wisdom that both Gary and I have certainly learned in our own lives. And so it is really about the journey, not the destination. This is something I'm sure you might have heard before, but Chris Arnold's life is a testament to, don't focus on the destination, focus on the journey, and make sure that you live your beliefs and values along the way. Don't be that mom, don't be that dad who, when your kids grow up, if you have kids, say, Mom, Dad, you were never around. I was hurting. I had a big game. You were not there. You were not present. I needed you, and you didn't show up. There's always, hopefully there's always forgiveness. There's always redemption. But you don't want to be that mom or dad. You don't want to be that sister, that brother, that uncle, that aunt, that friend who was not around. You want to be somebody that lives your beliefs and values, and not just have them as a bumper sticker, as the company that a lot of us have heard of, Enron, that was very notorious for, went under because they had all sorts of scandals and financial impropriety, but yet their mission was all about caring people and uplifting them. But they weren't living that. You don't want to be, CEO of an Enron kind of company when you're not living your beliefs and values. You don't want to be the kind of person that says, yes, that person, their beliefs and values sounded good, but they really didn't live it. And their family, their friends would all say that. You don't want to be that to be your legacy. So Chris has spent years trying to make sure that he lived in light of his beliefs and values. And even when he was trying, after he got fired from that company all those years ago in 2008, it still wasn't easy. And he was trying. It still was tough not to have, finances and success as an idol. So it's not only is life a journey trying to live in light of your beliefs and values. That isn't easy, but let us at least try. And when we go through challenges, let's see them as gifts that happen, for us and not to us, and say, okay, maybe I need to up my game in terms of living my beliefs and values. Maybe I'm too focused on the destination, not the journey. So a lot of wisdom that we can learn from Chris Arnold.